What's happening, party people? This is your guy Damien coming at you with a Smackdown review. I think that the show was not bad. I'm going to be brutally honest about it. I think it was not bad. I think it was pretty good. Couple things I do want them to kind of push a little more, but you know, who knows how that's going to play out and everything. Now, let's get right into it. We're going to go with the whole Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn situation. That's not going to be a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, you guys. We're looking at a possible another ladder match, which would be good because I think you have a good amount of people, the right people in it. Because Zayn will do something crazy, Owens will do something crazy, Neville will do something crazy. If Ziggler's in it, he'll probably do something spectacular. Of course, you have The Miz in there, and I think because of the talent that he's around, he's going to have to do something spectacular. So, you know, that's going to be interesting. I think they might need another person in there. I think they need to get like Luke Harper in there again, to be honest. And that kind of brings me to why, you know, they need to kind of give him some more push, more love and stuff like that. Because if you're not going to give Bray Wyatt the full effect, the full push, then why are you holding everybody else back? And Luke Harper is the most skilled guy probably on that team, including over Bray Wyatt. So, with that being said, back to the match with it was Owens and Miz versus Zayn and Neville. Pretty good. A little bit of back and forth here and there. When it got time for Owens to get back in there, when Zayn was already in there, Owens pretty much said, I'm good, and walked off, leaving the Miz hanging, and therefore Neville and Zayn get the win. So, you pretty much got that, and, you know, it is what it is on that one, so, you know, it's whatever. The Goldust R-Truth promos, they're entertaining. I actually can't wait for them to go ahead and team up. I think it would be good. You know, you kind of need that kind of comedy relief, but they're good in-ring performers as well, too, so it doesn't take away from, you know, either or of it. So, you know, I'd like to see them hurry up and get together for a tag team and go forth with that. Kind of interesting to see what's going on with Lana. Getting involved with Brie Bella's matches, or at least after her matches. So now you have something of, you know, a possible, could it be a possible roadblock match, or could it be more of a, probably setting that up for Mania? I don't know if that's going to end up being a tag team. Like, you know, it's probably going to be like Lana and Summer Rae, probably versus Brie and, you know, and somebody of her choosing. Who knows how that's going to play out. More than likely, it might be something like Paige or something like that. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, that remains to be seen. You know, we'll see what happens. Probably the thing of the night for me probably would have to be the Jericho promo, the Jericho against Styles. Well said, you know, pretty funny, you know, but really serious. I think they did well. Jericho's good with promos. I mean, he's been good with promos for years. We all know that. But him as a heel, I like better. I like way better. It's going to be good. Curious to see what kind of match that Jericho and Styles are going to have for Mania, but it's going to be something. It's going to be something, whether it's a 2 out of 3 falls or an Iron Man match or so. I don't know, but it's going to be interesting. So we'll see how that plays out. But it was good. The promo was really good, so you know we'll go from there on that. The League of Nations versus the Lucha Dragons. No, I didn't really care too much about that. Honestly, how WWE brought the League of Nations in, it was either too late or it was too early or not enough went around them to where they could form together. But League of Nations, you know, got the win on that one. I don't know. It's eventually, hopefully, they'll get back to being a power, but we'll just see how that plays out. I don't even know what they're going to do for Mania, if they're going to be in a tag match or whatever. I still think for Mania there needs to be a four-way TLC tag team match, in my opinion, in Dallas in front of 100,000 people with the Dudleys, Usos, New Day, and I guess the League of Nations. I think it would be good. I'd like to see actually the Lucha Dragons in it, but it looks like Kalisto is probably going to be defending against Ryback, and I won't like it if Kalisto gets that win. It just doesn't make any sense to me, but you know, I'll get to that at another point later on in the video. So we're gonna go to the 8-man tag. I thought there was no point in having it, but you know, it is what it is. I guess the Usos needed to be in a match. Dolph Ziggler needed to be in a match. I don't know, but you know, it was it was okay. I don't even think I've seen the rest of that match actually. I can't even remember it. But other than that though, that match was it was just something to keep these guys wrestling and going. You know, because you know Roadblock is tomorrow, Saturday, 5 Pacific. I think so. But yeah, I'm sorry, guys. There's not much review with Smackdown. It wasn't really much going on. There was a few bright spots in it that was pretty good, pretty entertaining. You can let a Jericho promo go on for about 25 minutes, and that'll be good. That'll just take up a good 25 minutes, you know, out of taking up some time or whatever. I do want to get back to the Ryback situation, though. This is where I think they have to get better writing and creative. Because Ryback, and I know a lot of people are dumping on him and they don't really like him. But you know what, though? Like, and people don't like Reigns and stuff like that. That's not their fault. I mean, you guys already pretty much know. The writing for them has, and their pushes have been so fabricated. It's just, it makes them look bad. Like Reigns, and I don't even know if Reigns agrees, but I kind of go with the majority on this. You got to have Reigns be heel, but you got to have him be that heel that makes you want to really hate him. You know, have him be that heel he was in NXT. The suit, let him cut his own promos. You can't have him. I just think doing what you're doing with him is kind of like what they did with Cena. When Cena was getting his early on momentum going to be the face. And I know you want Reigns to be the face, but he needs to be the heel right now. He needs to have a strong heel run. When that right time comes, a year, maybe even 2 from now, that he can become a face. Put him in the right situation, have him get screwed a certain way, and he can be the face. But for now, he needs to be a heel. He needs to be a strong heel. He needs to get that natural, organic, as they say, push, and you know you'll go good from that. But aside from that, with Ryback, you've got to have. He needs to get messed with by the Authority or something. To keep getting held down to something like that, because the bully version of Ryback to me, it's not really him. Here's where WWE kind of messed up with Ryback, and they should have capitalized and took advantage of it. When he had the feud with CM Punk, the perfect time. Ryback had so much pop and heat going for him at that time. You had to, and I know the Shield, you know, kind of got involved with that situation later on in it, but that was the time you should have had him beat CM Punk for the title. Had him have it for a little bit. And I know you kind of don't want to just put like a big title like that on him probably that early. But you know what? When you have that kind of heat and everything, you've got to jump on that. You've got to do that. You have to do that. And they slipped up on that. They didn't do that. Even though I know CM Punk was the guy at the time, and whether CM Punk would have liked it or not, regardless, he already still had issues going on with WWE at the time anyway, even if he was champ. But at that time, Ryback should have been champ. It would have been perfect. He had so much heat and momentum going for him. You have him lose, getting screwed by Brad Maddox, and basically he had to go right back to the back of the line. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand how you could do that to a person who has momentum. Like what they did with Dolph Ziggler. He had momentum from that Survivor Series a couple years ago when, you know, Sting came. He had momentum. You should have capitalized on that. But, you know, WWE always misses. Like with Reigns. The year Batista won the Royal Rumble. Reigns was hot. Everybody was for Reigns. Reigns should have won that. Isn't me or is WWE always a year off from these superstars? Ryback would not be getting dumped on like he is right now if he had that proper push and he would have had that strap at that time he had the feud with CM Punk. Roman Reigns should have beat Batista in the Royal Rumble. I think Batista even agreed that that's what should have happened. And then Reigns would have been thrown in the mix. And even if you were going to have Daniel Bryan still win that title, you should have still had him in that match. Should have still had him in that match. That would have been interesting. You know, even though people would have been going for Daniel Bryan, but Reigns would have been getting some love too at that. So, you know, what are you going to do? I thought WWE dropped the ball on that and never could recover. So we're going to see how the rest of this build-up goes. We're going to also see how Roadblock is. I'm going to give you guys a Roadblock review also. And then, you know, we'll go from there on all that. But pretty much until then, you guys, that's my Smackdown review and, you know, a little drift off the road a little bit on some thoughts. Next video will be the Roadblock review. And we'll go from there. Until then, party people, I am out.